Hi there, this is Galit Goldfarb. Thank you very much for joining me here today. Today I'm going to be talking about whether pea or soy protein isolates are healthy meat alternatives. The heightened popularity of vegetarian and plant-based diets has likely led to an increased availability of plant-based proteins, with the most popular being pea and soy proteins. Now, what are pea and soy protein isolates anyway? Well, a soy protein isolate is a powdered food that has been isolated from the soybean from the other ingredients inside the soybean, making it 90 to 95% protein and almost entirely free of carbohydrates and fats. And the isolated pea protein is made by separating fiber and starches from peas and isolating the protein as well. Pea protein is used as an additive for baked products and also as a meat substitute or an extender, since it is also very high in protein, about 90% protein, from 80 to 90%. Now, these vegetable proteins are entirely plant-based, unlike some other protein powders, so they are considered a very good option for vegetarians and vegans on a high-protein diet. But from a health point of view, are these really very good options? Well, let's look into this. Let's look into whether soy protein isolates are a healthy vegan food option. Well, when consuming whole soybeans or whole soybean products like tofu, then you get a blend of isoflavones, protein, fats, vitamins, minerals, and other bioactive compounds that may act individually or together with other compounds to exert beneficial physiological effects. Some healthy components found in soy are not present in meat, such as vitamin C, which is essential for the immune system as an antioxidant, and vitamin C also supports protein metabolism and the absorption of nonheme iron from plant-based foods. Vitamin C is also used in the biosynthesis of collagen, which is an essential component of connective tissue, which plays a critical role in wound healing. That's why vitamin C is known for its effects on wounds and helping them heal. Another ingredient found in soybeans, in whole soybeans, is isoflavones. And these are flavonoids that are a big group of phytonutrients that can only be found in plants. And soybean and soy products are the most abundant source of these powerful antioxidants. But unfortunately, many of the health benefits of eating whole soy can only be found in whole, full-fat soybeans and minimally processed soybean products like tempeh or tofu. Soybean isolate is a completely different story. Soybean isolates are processed soy which contain high amounts of protein without all of the other nutrients, as I mentioned, that are found normally in soy products. It is a concentrated source of protein that, although very low in fats, it places a burden on our liver, and this may lead to all the other things that can happen with being a burden on the liver. It may also lead to reduced skin health in the long term, as well as reducing the healthy bacteria diversity in the gut, and also the processed ingredients are also not very nourishing for our brain, which needs all the nutrients it can get from foods provided to support its healthy function. Also, processed soy foods like vegetarian burgers or protein powders and meat alternatives that contain soy protein isolates are often very high in salt and additives like gums and dyes and other preservatives. And 94% of soybeans in the United States are genetically modified, of which long-term side effects to human health are still mostly unknown. But the impact on the environment and on the livelihood of farmers is, as we know, to be devastating. Now, independent research has also shown that there is no scientific consensus regarding GMO safety, so we are not sure whether it is safe at all. Not all soy protein isolate products are made from organic or non-GMO sources, so this is something you want to consider before consuming it. Now, what about pea protein isolates? Are they a healthy vegan food option? They are found in many burgers nowadays as sold as a vegan meat alternative. So just as with soybeans, consuming pea protein is not as healthy as eating whole peas. Although there are higher concentrations of protein in isolated pea protein, it lacks the fiber and the starch that can be found in whole peas. However, like soy, when extracting the protein, some of the dry peas' useful nutrients are removed. A serving of pea powder is not a good source of iron, and it is also missing the pea's carbohydrate components that are an essential part of a healthy gut bacteria. They feed our healthy gut bacteria. And peas also contain significant amounts of folate, magnesium, and potassium, which only traces of, if any, remain in the pea protein isolate. Now, what about soy and pea protein isolates as alternative inside meat preparations? Manufacturing companies do sometimes put soy and pea protein isolates in hamburgers to make them thicker. Now, these vegetable proteins are used as alternatives to what was previously used, phosphoric acid and phosphates, which carry many health risks. Recent research shows that a high serum phosphate can lead to a heart disease, and another study showed that long-term exposure to phosphorus through consumption is associated with impaired bone health. So when used by manufacturers in meat product preparations, the answer is definitely yes. These vegetable proteins are healthy alternatives to other compounds used in these preparations, and they allow less meat to be put inside these preparations, so making them a little bit healthier. So to conclude, until now, for people interested in boosting protein in their diet, this usually involved consuming larger meat portions. But we now know the evidence that consuming too much meat, especially red meat and processed meat products, can increase the risk of cancer and other diseases. So vegetable proteins do make a better alternative to consuming meat on a regular basis. But these vegetable protein alternatives are perhaps very good for a person to allow them to make the move from a meat-based diet to transition to a more plant-based diet. But whether these are healthy alternatives, the answer is no. There is nothing better for your body than consuming food in its whole form. Thus, the best way to consume your protein needs is by consuming peas or soy in their whole form, or any other legume that you enjoy the taste of, for that matter. Now, the only question that remains is whether we really do need a high level of protein in our diet, even if we are training physically every single day. And the answer to this can be found in my video, How Much Protein is Really Good for You. So please check that out. You can find the link in the description of this video below. Thank you very much for joining me here today, and thank you very much. Please give my video a thumbs up if you liked it, and please subscribe to my channel. I upload a new video about once a week. Also visit my website at www.thegorilladiet.com. Thank you very much.